Hi, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. If you have been a subscriber to my channel, then you probably saw my last video where I showed you this thrift store haul and all these goodies that I picked up. If you haven't seen that video, I will put it in the cards above so you can take a look at that. As always, I appreciate you being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and go ahead and click that like button if you like this video. So the first one that I'm going to be doing is this little shiplap plaque that I found. And I picked up this cute little gift bag at Tuesday morning. It was less than $2 and I love the red truck theme. So I just went ahead and cut out the front of that gift bag. Then I'm going to take my Waverly chalk paint and silver lining, and I'm just focusing really around the edges because the gift bag is going to cover that printed design on it. So I just wanted to add some dimension to the sides and give it just a little bit of color in there with this because the base of it is like a flat white. So just an FYI, this is wet, yes, because I had the idea of trying to stain it with tea bags, and it really didn't do all that much. So if you guys have any tips on that, I'd love to hear it from you. So that's why this is all wet. But I basically just took some Mod Podge and slapped it on the back of it, and I just applied it to the base of the sign with some Mod Podge. Then I decided that the corners, I didn't like the corners straight and the edges like really neat and tidy. I wanted it to look a little bit worn, like more vintage. So I started cutting and kind of tearing the edges a little bit just to give it that look. Next, I took my little sponge brush and just some Waverly chalk paint in white, and I'm just lightly dabbing it along the edges of the gift bag. Again, just to make it look a little bit vintage and old and not so like harsh around the edges. So I just did that a bunch of times until I was happy with the way it looked. Then I also went back in with some silver lining, again, just to add some variation to the colors and the shading and all of that. You could do this however you choose to do it if you were going to do something similar. But again, it's just to take off the harshness around the edges. Next, I'm going to take my Waverly Antique Wax and just a bristle, painting brush, and I am just really going to dry brush the antique wax all over the sign. Really focusing a little bit more on the edges and things like that to, again, give it that antique, weathered type of a look. And I guess this kind of gave the look that I was looking for when I was trying to stain the bag with the tea bags, just to make it look vintage and old looking. So I was kind of happy with the way that this turned out in the end. But like I said, if you guys have any ideas as far as this goes, I think it's because the gift bag is such a thick material. That's why it didn't really work well. Stay tuned for the end result. Next, I'm going to take the candle holder with they have these little metal pieces in them that come out, and I'm going to use those to trace the dimension of that circle on some leftover foam board, because there's like an indentation where the candle would go, and I want to make it more all one level. But I do need something like a foam board to insert some wooden dowels in, and you'll see in the end. And then next, I'm just going to take some chalk paint in white, and I'm just really just dry brushing it all over the edges. I want to give it quite a bit of coverage, but I still want some of that wood to peek through. So then I'm just going to apply some hot glue to the bottom of those metal holders so they don't fall out. And I'm going to glue them right to the wooden candle holder. Next, I'm going to take some of the wooden Jenga blocks, and I'm just using them to just really to hot glue the foam board to raise it up a little bit. You'll see what I mean once I hot glue the foam board on, but hopefully you can understand what I'm talking about. And then I'm just gonna hot glue the pieces of the foam board on it, so it's all one level, even surface. Next, I'm gonna take some fake snow. They also call this buffalo snow that you can buy in the stores, and I'm just really spreading it out a lot so it looks really authentic and fluffy. I love this stuff. I use it to decorate my little lighted houses for Christmas. So I'm just kind of playing with it until I'm happy with the way that it looks, and then I will go ahead and hot glue it right onto those foam board pieces in any area that I feel needs to be glued down. So then I got these little Christmas trees at the Dollar Tree. So you're gonna need 5 packs of them. And I'm gonna simply apply them just like this in the varying sizes. There's like little trees and larger trees. And then I'm literally gonna hot glue them down to the buffalo snow. You can kind of like wiggle, like make a little hole in the buffalo snow if you want, because these move around a little bit. But I didn't have a problem with that, but just so you know, you could do that as well. So next, I'm going to take this little harvest blessing sign that I had from a Thanksgiving sign, and it's just a little thin cardboard piece, but I like the banner look of it, and I'm just gonna take some black acrylic paint. I think I ended up needing 2 coats for that, and I'm just applying a nice even coat to that. I'm also going to take 2 little dowel rods that I did get at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to paint those black as well. I'm going to take some of these little chalkboard planter signs. I forget what they're called, but I picked them up at the Dollar Tree at some point, probably more in the summertime, I'm guessing. I'm just making little signs, and I would actually paint the dowels in black as well. I didn't do that. So next you could see that I just took my little banner sign, and in pencil I wrote out Tree Farm just to make sure I like the way that it looked. And now I'm gonna go back in with a chalk pen in white and just trace all of that. And I also penciled in some little tiny like star type snowflakes. So now I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I'm going to put my little sign that says Tree Farm. And then once I decide that, I use the dowels and I just simply hot glue them to the little banner in the spot that I want it to. And here are the finished results. This is the little sign that I have hanging in a spot in my kitchen. I'm very happy with the way that it came out. I think it looks nice and authentic, and it doesn't look like a bag pasted onto a sign. So you'll have to let me know what you think, but I love the way that this turned out. And this cute little Tree Farm decoration is just adorable. I am so excited with how this looks. My whole family loved it. I've gotten lots of compliments on it. It's just a little cute Christmas decoration that I have in the corner of my kitchen. So let me know what you guys think. I love doing these thrift store hauls. I will have another video to come with some more of my thrift store finds in the future. Thanks and take care.